And we are back.
Boy, that was a long 5 seconds, Ron.
That last show's 5 seconds, like that shit was a man. I ain't know what the fuck. I thought Bianca was about to get up and start swinging. It was tense in that 5 seconds. You remember we had Leonard Oots on the show? You remember back on that day when we had Leonard?
A couple weeks ago.
Listen, let me.
And he was about to get up on you, and you was about to swing.
Let me tell you, I was about to throw the water, but that's beside.
So you gonna talk shit while he ain't here? You didn't say it when he was here.
I was about to throw the water.
Oh, okay.
Then
I seen you pick it up. I seen it was.
I
Very
wasn't
aggressive.
gonna help. The nigga
Then I thought
outweighed me by a little bit. I wasn't gonna help.
Then I thought we can't get sued right now.
Not right now.
Right
now.
now.
In the hole.
Next year though.
And Leonard in the game, like we might need a couple connections.
true.
You can't just be
That's true.
swinging on motherfuckers.
Not Leonard. Not Leonard.
I apologize. But see, that's the thing.
But we have another guest. I don't know if the camera done went to him yet. It better not have.
Oh,
Hey, it's too late. They know we here. Shit.
Hey,
this motherfucker.
we have.
Introduce him, Ron.
I was about to.
He introduced himself. He was like,
I'm talking about Louis Bell, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bay Area. You know
out the Bay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
He said he don't need no help.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can we see him over there, Robert? Is the microphone too high for him?
I did a little two-step. You know,
No.
they well connected. The Bay Area and KC well connected.
KC,
we got 2 killings on both sides. Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you already know.
We connected in blood.
Cortez got his V-neck on. It's going to be some killing today.
Yeah.
No, it was some killing.
What? Oh, that was?
It was some killing. You don't remember the killings?
Oh, they just grabbed your shirt. They ain't no V-neck?
Nah.
I know what you're talking about.
Man, my man went to Kansas City and whatever happened.
Yeah.
And then my man went to the Bay Area and whatever.
How old were you?
Me when that happened, I was at Fahrenheit like this. that was back in early 2000s. I was on the floor and everything. Nobody could stop me.
I don't know the connection, what it is in the with the Bay Area and Kansas City, but I don't know. I don't know. It's been going on for years before, because Mac Dre got killed out here.
Yeah.
So he was popping enough where he had a show out here and all that shit. So
yeah.
I don't know what it is, but Kansas City and the Bay Area got some connection to it for sure.
Yeah, it seems like it's definitely a music connection because I always.
Nah, we don't gangbang in the Bay Area.
Y'all don't gangbang?
That's L.A.
That's what I was saying.
That's a 6-hour drive from where I'm from.
Damn.
Now, when they shoot you in the Bay, it ain't really got nothing to do with the gang. Like, they just don't like it.
It's about some money. You know what I'm saying?
Why y'all shoot him?
They left a note. Nigga, you know why.
Ain't even no gangbanging over here. Look, bitch.
That nigga said, you know why.
Nigga owed me.
We'll see you next time.
You better get your ass in the house, goddammit.
You owe us some money. All right, we checking off our list. That's all we doing around here. Y'all have a nice day around here.
Oh, shit.
How your mama doing? He know why he did. He know why the fuck he did.
For real.
Hey, man, we clown a lot over here, but we about to get into your business, bro.
Yes, let's do this.
Let's talk Bay Area comedy. Where did you get started first? Did you get started in the Bay, or did you have to travel first before you got on? How did that work?
In the Bay, out of Oakland. And it ain't no comedy club in Oakland, so I just learned the business early. You know what I'm saying? With just putting my shows together and then performing in front of a crowd that's not comedy related. Like, it's a lot of more hip hop crowd. I started more in a hip hop crowd
like
with performing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was easy by the time I started performing in comedy clubs and shit because it's like I was used to dealing with so much chaos with motherfuckers talking while I'm performing, motherfuckers smoking while I'm performing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time I, venture off and got to other places and shit, other cities, everything seemed easy for me.
It's like running uphill. Like you practicing uphill the whole time, and then when you get into one of those crowds where they came here to listen to comedy, it's like, oh, this is easy.
Yeah. If this is basketball, you feel me? I started off hooping, nigga, ain't no grip on the floor and all that shit. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Double rim. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I get in the gym, nigga, this shit easy. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when did you start comedy? Because you look like you about 20 now. So how long have you been in the game?
Show shit since I was 12. Smokers and everything in it. 12?
Yeah, I put this comedy show together for my preschool, and you know what I mean? I got to stand in. I couldn't stand, but they stood up. So, yeah.
How old are you, bro?
I'm 27.
Dude.
Don't let them do that to you.
Bro, I'm 27 years old.
I'm just hating nowhere, bro.
I started when I was 18.
Dang.
Yeah, I started when I was 18. you know, shit, if you told me to be a comedian when I was 12, 13, 14, 16, all that shit, I'd have been like, you got me fucked up.
You was a hooper.
Nah, I'll just...
Pretty boy, this nigga.
Nah, it's kind of complicated. I feel like I was all of that at once.
You're like, nah, I wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing pretty, dog. That ain't even
I ain't
my
fucking these
style.
hoes.
No, I feel like I'm a little bit of everything.
No ring blinking like I ain't know
Because that's
what they was saying.
That's a question anyway. Where were you? Where did you want to be? What did you
I didn't have
do?
no dream. I literally didn't have no dream. Shit, I went to hoop when I was young. You know, that's every nigga dream.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? But, you know, I done had grades in high school to play sports, but I was hella good in basketball. But a lot of people didn't know that because I didn't play at the high school.
Yeah.
So, I really didn't have no dream. Really.
So
I
what
was
made
just a
you?
nigga.
So what made you start doing the comedy shit?
Because I done had shit to lose, and I'm like, I done fucked up my whole childhood. You feel me? From kindergarten to high school,
God
I'm like,
damn.
I done got kicked out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit.
This nigga said the
what
problem started at 5.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? I got like, what I got in trouble for? I turned my negative into positive.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Okay.
like, you know, by the time I turned 18, I'm like, you know, of course I'm not going to college. You know, so I'm like, shit, what I'm good at? And I'm like, shit, I make motherfuckers laugh.
Yeah.
So I just tried to do stand-up. I did an open mic.
Uh-huh.
And shit, I ain't never looked back ever since.
No shit.
My mom was like, when I did the open mic, I knew, this my shit.
Damn.
This my shit.
I could tell he comfortable on stage too. Last night he came out, this nigga was just dancing and shit, laughing
No
and shit. The
shit.
crowd instantly liked him because he came out. It was like he wasn't at a comedy show. I thought the nigga about to start singing, like, you know what I mean? But you could tell you comfortable up there though, and having. You know, I mean, you could kind of tell when comedians having a good time and enjoy what they do. Like, shit, if you wasn't happy when this nigga came out, his smile was so fucking big. You know what I mean? It just pulled everybody in.
I feel like I met you before though. This your first time coming to Kansas City?
Nah, I came to Kansas City once before with Mike Epps. I did the fucking theater, some
theater?
big ass theater.
Dang, I must have
Yeah.
been. I've seen Mike Epps. Was it? How long
It was
ago
like
was it?
2 years ago.
2
maybe
years
3.
ago?
Was
yeah,
it
with
the
Bruce
Midland?
Bruce.
Yeah, it was
me,
here.
Bruce, and Mike Epps.
Yep.
I had yellow on. So
Yellow.
you couldn't
Damn.
forgive me.
I
I had
remember.
all yellow on. So
I had it
did
because I went to that comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause
wait a
yeah,
minute,
I
we
was
just
there.
skipped a lot though. We just skipped
Sorry,
a lot.
sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
You
Nigga
started,
already
and then
made it.
now you, Bruce, and Mike Epps. You like that's big.
That's
So
a huge gap.
yeah, put something in between us. Like, man, what's been going on in between though? Like, how did you get to the stature to where you could travel with Mike Epps and Bruce?
That's
Them
a
big
good
boys.
question. That's a good question because a lot of people that if they do know me from that, they think that's why I started. But you know, Bay Area. That's what I was like. I was doing hella open mics and shit. I ain't had no fan base. So what I peeped was, because I've been doing it 9 years, so it's like I started in the beginning of the social media time. It's just a little bit before though. So what I was noticing, I'm thinking I'm going to just like get famous and get big off of performance, live stand-up comedy. But I'm doing hella live shows. People ain't popping out. People like supporting hella social media comedians at the time. Like I'm performing real stand-up comedy, and motherfuckers like, you should do something with this person. They not naming people that's comedians. They naming internet motherfuckers. So I'm like, bruh, them niggas don't perform. You feel me? Like, come see me at a stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy.
Yeah. So I was doing that shit for like a year and a half, and it was slow. So I had to jump on social media to figure it out to help my fan base. So I created a character called Sonny Bo. So Sonny Bo is a character I created. Like, basically, it's like your typical hood nigga from Oakland. You feel me? Like, he just turned up hyphy dude. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing the skits with me and Sonny Bo. So I put my dread wig on. So I be me, and I ask my character Sonny Bo like, bro, like, hey, go holla at that girl. And then I put the dread wig on, and I turn up like, what's up, bitch? Woo woo. You feel me? And then the girl like don't fuck with me. I'll be like, fuck you then, bitch. Woo woo. Like a real Bay nigga.
Exactly.
So then it started going viral around the Bay Area, and just like I was working at H&M at the time. I was working at the mall, and I did the skit, and I went to work the next day, and they was like, hey, you hella funny. I seen like they fanned out when they see me, like, you hella funny. Like, I just watched your video. And I'm like, damn, I've been doing fucking stand-up for almost 2 years, and nobody recognized me from stand-up. You feel me? I did this video, people fucking with me.
Overnight.
Yeah, so after that, I just started doing hella skits. Louis Bell, Sonny Bo. And it built up my fan base to like 80,000 followers on social media. And then that's when I got tapped in with like Mike Epps and started moving around other places because I was so big home. Like I was already tapped in with Marshawn Lynch and Mr. Fab and everybody you can name, everybody that matters in the Bay.
The big boys out there.
They know my journey before Mike Epps because the whole Bay Area played a part of getting to traveling other places and shit. So that's how that started, and then that's when I started moving around.
But the good thing about that is a lot of people who like social media based, like you said, when they go to clubs, they don't know how to perform because they've never been there. So since you already did that, it was nothing for you to do it.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was easy. It got easy and easy because I'm so used to performing in front of people that don't know me, that's not a fan of me. So when I started performing in front of my fan base, it was easy because they want me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't gotta make them motherfuckers laugh or trying to cater to the crowd. The crowd kind of catered to me.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it was most simple. So I'm like within time, shit get easier and easier to me until, you start touching different markets and shit. Because the Bay Area is an island. It's a war zone. Like, you feel me? Like, Bay Area is like, I don't know how to explain. Like, it's 5 hours from L.A. driving-wise. So a lot of people, when they think of California, they think of L.A. They don't know the culture of the Bay Area, pimp culture. The most 90% of the population ain't pimping.
Right.
Yeah.
Feel me? They tricking, really. They spending money on the female.
Right.
And if you want to continue to do so, just go ahead.
Yeah, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But
cut that out, Robert. It's pimping around here.
That shit don't fly like that.
Cut that shit out.
Yeah.
It's pimping.
Yeah, so...
Got a Bay nigga on
here. Yeah, coming with hella, performing in front of hella pimps and drug dealers, and that's not related. That's not relatable to 90% of the population. So it's like it started getting harder for me once I started traveling and started touching different cultures.
Because now you're not performing in front of pimps and hoes. And shit.
I'm performing in front of married couples and motherfucking white people and shit.
You can't talk like you used to talk?
Nah, you can still talk. You just gotta up your material and translate it, make them feel where I'm coming from.
Yeah, that's some advice right there. Because what he just said was, it's not that I changed my jokes. What I did was I critiqued how I was giving it to the person that was receiving it.
Exactly.
Like, you're not gonna be able to say the ghetto line that, like maybe from a movie or something that everybody black knows. Maybe you gotta say a white line that everybody, or maybe something that we both know. Like, we seen Titanic,
Yeah.
As opposed, y'all seen Booty Call?
Yeah.
Y'all remember on Booty Call?
Yeah.
They like, Booty Call.
Yeah.
So I do stand up too. Like, I was really heavy in the game, man. And that's the one thing that Leonard was saying. There ain't nothing here. So you would have to travel. I just didn't have the money to travel. So I'm here, I do my podcast, we do all this other shit. But here is, like, if you go to the Improv, like, you came, your crowd follows you. But here, as a local comedian, you got to go to the Improv, and it's an all-white Improv. Maybe some black people in there. You got to figure out a way to cater to everybody that's in the room. So that's really dope, because my homeboy, he's kind of dealing with what you just said. Like, you were saying, like, I'm a stand-up comedian. That's what I do. Like, I come in and I murder stand-up. But my fan base, I have to figure out a way to get my fan base to come and see me.
Exactly.
So now when your fan base come to see you, they coming to see you. You ain't got to cater towards, you ain't got to change your jokes no more. That's what's up, bro. That's some good ass advice.
Because that's like anything. It's like seeing like a movie star. Social media is like, it's like watching a movie star. So basically, like, you don't go to D. Ray Davis show. You don't go to Kevin Hart show. You don't go to any of those comedian shows and don't want to see them.
Yeah.
You want Kevin Hart to be Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want him to come with a whole different type of persona or act or anything. So that's the same thing with this time now. It's like the people that follow you on social media, whatever you known for, that's what they want to see when they come see you live.
So when you do live stand up, you do your characters?
No, I had to break that ice.
Really?
Yeah, because when I started in my hometown, that's what people wanted to see.
Yeah.
But I had to stand on what I was standing on because I know I'm not finna travel the world and be Sonny Bo. I'm not Sonny Bo. That's a character. So I'm gonna break that early.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I didn't do it, So that's why I transitioned my character just to be a social media influencer for me. And he's a rapper. He make music. A few songs I done made and got like pretty popular. Like,
so the songs you make are from the character.
Yeah, like,
and the character is selling records.
Yeah.
God damn.
The character got a goddamn record deal.
This is Sonny Bo.
Sonny Bo.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
He's selling records?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you
got
like
Sonny
Bo
on iTunes.
Why? Where's Sonny Bo at?
Can we interview Sonny Bo?
Where's the guy?
He in the Bay right now.
This nigga ill, bro.
He getting ready for the Battle of the Bay, man.
I sure thought he was gonna spit some bars. I see the shirt now. I'm hyped. I'm hyphy, nigga.
Look at that shit on YouTube.
I'm
That shit
hyphy.
500,000 views and hella shit.
So do you still do the character like you just do them separately? I know, but do you still do them though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I did this podcast, I had to do a video for him because like he like the mascot of the Bay Area. Like
No
I just
dope, though.
you seen E40 and Too Short do the verses?
Yeah.
Like I was on I did the comedy part with me and Mark Curry as Louis Bell, and it was Mark Curry, Mr. Cooper, and I included Sonny Bo because it wouldn't have been right. Like people like like so.
Tiptoe by
Yeah,
Sonny
like
Bo.
if you check out a lot of shit, like Sonny Bo is part of the culture. It's not like he a comedian, he's a rapper. Like Sonny Bo is culture.
He is the culture. So when people think of, like you said, a mascot, when people think of where you from, the Bay Area, this is who they are.
Yes.
This is who they like. If I wanted to see how Bay niggas act, I would go.
Yeah. So a lot of I'm basically like move for a lot of people. Like you know, if you want to explain a Bay Area motherfucker, you gonna point at Sonny Bo.
Damn, that's what's up, bro.
So how fast did Sonny Bo help you get to the point in stand up to where you can interact with the bigger comedians? Like when that first hit in your video started going viral, where was your comedy at right then at that point?
I was 2 years in, so I was polished enough to do 10 minutes strong. You feel me? Like looking back at it now, if I was like headlining and going all around the world, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I had a strong. I was doing 30, but I had a 10-minute set where I can go anywhere and do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, by time 2 years in, that's when I start moving around, going to Los Angeles a lot, and then that's when I start meeting a lot of people in the industry, and then start doing other shows and opening up for people and shit like that.
So Atlanta was a driving part for you to be like, because he said he went to New York. So Atlanta was a place where you went to?
Nah, L.A.
I'm sorry, L.A. was a place, 5 hours up the road.
Yeah, see, because, you know, in California on the West Coast, our Atlanta is L.A. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, I'd be from motherfucking, if it was the South, it'd be the Carolina, some shit like that. Like, you know, it's not the Bay Area is a major city, but it's not a major city for entertainment. Okay. We make apps and shit. It's white people get money in the Bay. Niggas is you either pimping or selling weed where I'm from. So, you know, that's normal. That's like the average urban community. You either selling drugs or rapping, you know, to make it out that motherfucker. Right. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment wise, you know what I'm saying? Most
so to touch on that a little bit, how did your family feel about it? Because I'm sure, because I grew up in Chicago, and probably nobody ever would have thought that I'd be doing anything in the comedy profession or anything. So how did they feel about your success? And was it like, did they look at it like, did they knew it was coming? Did they always see that in you? Or was it like a total 180 from what you used to do in the back?
It was for sure 180 for sure. I think my parents were just proud I was doing something positive. Yeah. So I felt like it's easy for me to do what I was doing and what I'm doing now because I'm doing it with no expectation. So like I put the expectation on myself. So you know, all you can do is win when you don't give a fuck about losing. You know what I'm saying? If you start with zero, nigga, you got everything to gain, nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
So that it was real easy for my family to transition to me being a comedian because once they just found out I was doing comedy, they was happy and they was 100% behind me and supportive. So you know that just made everything easier for sure. Yeah.
Did we already talk about how you got on with Simone and Bruce? Or Bruce and Mike Epps?
Nope, because I didn't want to. He didn't allow me to jump into it. I didn't want to jump into
it.
Yeah, because we got a little bit in between. We learned about Sonny Bo.
In between matters.
Oh, no,
we learned about something.
No, I'm not hating.
Because there's like sandwiches with no meat. See, that's what's wrong with you. You know what I mean?
Hey, hold on real quick. Did you know,
just want the outside.
Hey, did you know Bro Man had a TikTok?
Who?
Bro Man. From the 5th floor, this nigga got a TikTok, bro. He had a whole little story about how he cried over some sandwiches. Check that out. That was funny when you said sandwiches was no meat. That's why he was crying, bro.
I'm gonna check that out.
That shit hilarious. But I wanted to in between, but now I want to know that. Tell me about that. How did you get that?
Cortez, get straight to the success.
Nah, I want to know how
he want to get straight. Hold on, I'm from the mud.
Fuck the grind. I want the shine.
Hey, we all from the mud. Goddamn it. Nigga, we still in the mud.
Nah.
We still in the mud.
So if you still in the mud, you wouldn't want to do an interview and they skip this part of the pot. Like,
no, I didn't want them to skip it.
If you get breakfast color level, you be like, nah, it started in Kansas City. Like, hold on, like nigga, we didn't start in New York.
School this nigga, man. Cortez, I'm like, well, yeah, I started out rich. You know what I mean?
No, I appreciate.
Started out with $10 million.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I was kicking it with Madonna one day. I was like, I need to get my life together.
You niggas don't know what y'all doing in life. Hey, when I get some money, bro, I'm gonna be the worst nigga. Hey, what are you doing with your life?
Why ain't you rich? I don't fuck with broke niggas.
This what you driving in? They'll put up all
my goddamn driveway.
They'll put up all my old shit. I'm gonna be like, hey, I was out the mud, nigga.
Yeah.
Ask this man a question and shut up, Cortez.
Sorry, bro. How we get to the Simone shit, man?
Yeah. So yeah, I got locked in with Mike Epps, cause one of my partners, the boy Dame, he somebody well respected where I'm from, and he tied us in because he got a relationship with Lil Duval. So they was shooting Meet the Blacks in like in the middle of nowhere, like in between LA and the Bay Area, like in Fresno type shit. And he told me to pull up and just meet Lil Duval and shit. So I pulled up and I got to meet Lil Duval, Mike Epps, all the shit. My nigga introduced me properly, so we got locked in. And then they told me to go to L.A. Because, you know, they was like, you too big for what you doing. Like, where you from? You kind of like a whale in a small pond type shit. So they like, you know, you got to get in, you know, deeper in the water, man, and expand. So they kind of convinced me to drive to L.A. that day I met him.
Damn.
And so it was crazy because I just went through with the intentions of just meeting them and shit. And then I got some advice, and Mike was like, you know, he was like, call me when you get to L.A. and I'm going to make sure somebody put you on stage. And I'm like, man, like, nigga, I'm not prepared to go to L.A. type shit. Like,
how did you feel right there in that moment? You on the phone, just rewind for a minute. Just get this to me.
Are you
talking to Mike Epps or you talking to a manager?
I pull up in person.
Okay, so he tell you like.
On the movie set.
So as soon as you go to L.A., you're going to get a call, you about to start working. How was you feeling then? You thinking like, nigga, I
didn't
made
believe it.
You didn't believe it?
Yeah, I'm like, bruh, like, what the fuck? But I think I was
what the fuck you gonna do that
already
for?
talking about going to L.A. I was saying I'm going to go to L.A. Like in a few weeks or something. Yeah. And they would say, go today.
Whoa.
That's what happened. I was already going to go because that's how the conversation came about. I was saying I was going to go to L.A.
They pulled your car. They was like, go
today.
Nigga,
go now.
And we going to hook you up.
Yeah.
Now what's your
Meet me there, goddamn it. Get
now what's your excuse? You was already halfway in the middle.
My excuse was, shit, I ain't got no clothes. I don't got enough money. This, and that.
Right.
And then my boy, the Dame, he pulled me to the side. He was like, nigga, bro, you got some of the top niggas in the comedy game telling you to go to L.A.
Hell yeah.
He was like, nigga, how much cheese you got? You got enough cheese? I'm like, shit, I think, nigga, I had like 400 on me. You feel me? So I'm like.
And they said, I think.
You feel me?
I don't know, nigga. I ain't never been.
Probably get out there.
Is somebody gonna give me a room? Nigga?
Yeah.
I think I can make it.
Yeah. So my boy, the boy Dame, he worked with CMG, Yo Gotti label and shit.
Oh shit.
He was saying like, he was like, man, this remind me of when I leaked in with Gotti, because a lot of people that come out of town, you know, from other states, they think L.A. and the Bay close. So Yo Gotti used to fly to L.A. and tell the boy Dane to pull up, and he used to be like, nigga, that's hella far. He was like, but he just got in the car, and you know, it's worth the drive every time. So it was like, you feel me? I took his advice because he did it. You feel me? So I was like on some like I'm like, shit, this nigga tied in with Gotti. This nigga move around the world, all type of shit. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go. You feel me? So then that's when I went out there, and I'm not sure if y'all familiar with Bob Sumner.
Yeah, that's the dude that be hooking everybody up.
Yeah, so Bob Sumner was somebody, you know, he started the Def Comedy Jam. He the one picked Chris Rock. Yeah. You know, Bernie Mac, the whole Marlon Lawrence, everybody. So when I got to L.A., I told him, so I drove to L.A. and I got out there and I'm like, you feel me? I'm from Oakland. I'm trying to perform. And I'm like, Mike Epps sent me. And he was like, oh, for real? I fuck with Mike Epps. I'm like, yeah. So he was like, all right, you finna go on in like 10 minutes. So as soon as I get to LA, I walk no, I missed the part. As soon as I got to LA, I called Mike Epps. He didn't answer.
Damn.
So I called
I know this nigga was bullshit.
So I was sick. I'm in LA
nigga,
in the
I'm
car.
sick for you.
Yeah, I was sick in the car. I'm like, bro, these niggas send me out here and niggas ain't answering the phone.
Yeah.
Feel me? So I just walked in the comedy club, you feel me? So I just put my head down like on some like, you feel me? I'm in this motherfucker. So I end up sneaking in, getting in, and then I just told, when I seen Bob Sumner, I'm like, hey, you feel me? I told him that, and then he was like, all right, well, shit, you going up in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then I ended up performing, and I did well and shit. He pulled me to the side. He's like, "You a superstar. You a star." And I'm like, he pulled me to the side in the back, and it's Red Grant. It's hella people there. And I'm like, bro, I appreciate the compliments, but like, bro, I'm from a real place, bro. Don't sell me no dream, bro, because this is my first time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know the stories of selling drinks. So I'm like, bro, I just been through hella shit to get this motherfucker. I'm like, bro, don't hit me with no that shit. You feel me? I said that.
Don't
it was
leave
like,
me on.
He was like, bro, meet me in my office tomorrow, and then I just stayed the extra day, and he just wrote like a whole paragraph about me saying I'm just new and I'm green. But he was like, I'm gonna be a superstar, and I screenshot and sent it to my mom, and she was like, she proud of me, all type of shit. So I'm like, nigga, that experience made me like, nigga, I gotta go out there every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's how I start fucking around, going back to LA, back and forth from the Bay to LA.
Damn.
Yeah. And that's how I got tapped in with Mike Epps and all that. So once I started performing more around Hollywood, LA, all type of shit. And Mike started following me. He started seeing how my influence back home and shit. Mm-hmm. I was able to do some dates with him. So that's how I hit Kansas City and Seattle and New Orleans and shit like that.
That is an amazing ass story, bro.
Yeah.
What's so amazing about that goddamn story is that you kept taking risks.
Yeah.
Like, you kept taking them. Like, that shit scared. That's what scares a lot of people from not even going forward. Because niggas be lying, bro. Niggas be setting you up. This nigga said, come right now, Lil Duval here. Like, and as a comedian, you like, Lil Duval?
Yeah.
I gotta go. Like, I can't not go.
Yeah.
Like, so you get in the car, whatever gas you got.
3 hours out.
Nigga, not just 30, 45 minutes, nigga. Like, you got in your car and took an out-of-town trip to 3 hours out, middle of nowhere, and then you met some other people, which then they told you
to go further.
Bro,
nigga, meet us on the West Coast.
Bro, I don't care who I meet, bro. I
got gas to come over here, nigga.
If we ain't text each other, the other person is on three-way with the text and the group text, like, nigga, when you arrive, you going on stage. Like, nigga, we ain't got that. I probably won't go.
Yeah.
But you was like, fuck it. I'm on the still go. Now you in LA, one of the biggest cities in the world.
Yeah.
And like, where did you pull up to? Like, how did you know where to pull up to?
I went to the Comedy Store because that's when I told them that's where I was gonna go when I went to LA. Because I seen what Russell Simmons was doing out there with the all def digital shit. And then Bob Sumner had a night with Red Grant at the Comedy Store, so I put in my schedule that I'm gonna go out there and do that shit. That just sped up my process. So I already knew where to go. My thing was just, how the fuck I'm gonna be able to perform it? I don't know them.
Yeah.
Feel me? I know where to go, but
how
they don't know
get
me.
On?
Yeah. So it just sped my process up. So that's how I knew where to go.
But you went in there though, like this is the key details that people are missing. You snuck in. Like this nigga said, I put my head down, nigga, and was like, nigga, I'm just one of the regular people in here.
I wasn't accepting no for an answer.
And you can't. You
see what the key shit that he's saying. He like, nigga, like, he kept taking risk, bro. Like the whole damn time, like, and you still young, and you at a part in your life where, nigga, you done did a lot more than anybody has ever done, and like, that's an accomplishment, bro.
And the city feel the same way. So
that's dope.
It's just a blessing. All my risks, turned into rewards. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's dope. Where you living at now?
Both. LA and the Bay.
So you just traveling back and forth still?
Yeah.
That shit cool, bro.
Yeah. If I was able to go back and forth with no money, I got a little bit something now.
Yeah.
It's easy now.
Yeah, that's what's up. It's easy now.
Yeah.
I ain't like, y'all smoking? Nigga, it's a cool little drive.
I gotta drive to LA, nigga. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Now it's fun.
Now the niggas like, now hit niggas up like, y'all trying to go to LA? Y'all ain't doing nothing here.
I really want to go.
Oh, mamas. Everybody, my whole squad, they love to go to LA. Man. They love
that nigga at the house like, man,
this nigga be in LA too much. I ain't going.
Yeah. I don't even feel like going to LA, y'all.
They fuck with it.
Y'all trying to go? They like, nigga, hell yeah. He's like, man, all right.
Man, we got to turn you over. We got to turn you over to Bianca real quick before we wrap this up. We got two big questions for you, my brother.
So, same questions. You have to give us your top 5 comedians and your top 5 movies.
Okay, top 5 comedians and top 5 movies.
Look at that. You got to say.
Nuh-uh.
He said, I was waiting for this.
That's Mike Epps. I'm just trying to.
My top 5 comedians is Carlos Miller right now.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Carlos Miller, Teddy Ray, Jamie Foxx,
Ooh.
D. Ray Davis,
Yes.
and that's
D-Ray.
tough.
Have you
That's
performed a
tough.
lot with D-Ray?
Yeah, I do.
Now let me ask you this: does D-Ray write,
or
or does he
do a lot of improv, but he
In it.
writes.
Okay.
Yeah, he do a lot of
Because
improv.
the few episodes I watched, it seemed like they were different, but they were the same. But it seemed like he don't write, but he remembers what he talked about. Like,
Yeah.
like I think that's a different like kind of skill. Like you go up stage and you do this whole set. Maybe you film it, maybe you record it, but then you be like, damn, that worked. So I'm gonna say that shit again.
That's how I do it.
That's how you do it.
Yeah,
That
I
shit
never knew
crazy.
other people did it until
Really?
I started,
Nigga, that's a
being more-
superpower.
I didn't know that.
Like,
I didn't know that.
like you see what Leonard said, he was writing since he was in 8th grade. Like, nigga, I've been writing too. Like, to remember what I said on stage.
If I was good at writing, I would probably be doing some other shit in my life.
But
I
you-
would
but you-
I would have been good at school.
but your character got lyrics. He got bars.
It's improv though.
That you freestyle
That's
those.
at the top of my head, and then my niggas is rappers.
So
it's
they
at the-
give you some pointers.
Yeah, they give me pointers all the time. Like one of my good friends I'm very close to is Simba. He doing his thing. He one of the biggest artists right now at the West Coast. So a lot of people
Shout out to him.
A lot of people like it's little hidden gems into my system that you know that works for me. Like Sonny
That's
Bo
what's
got a
up.
system, Louis Bell got a system.
I guess he's part of the city, so I'm guessing they all giving you feeding off of everybody.
Yeah, and
That
then
shit
it's
dope.
it's a character, so I ain't got to be hella lyrical.
Nah,
You know, so I can say
Yeah,
I can be
exactly.
like a fat bitch a snitch. You feel me? And they be like, oh, he going. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. I can say anything. They
Oh,
fuck
you
with
got
it.
that clout, nigga. When you can say
Yeah.
anything.
Sonny Bo can say
Yeah,
anything.
Sonny Bo can
Yeah. So I put all my effort more into stand up, you know.
That shit dope. All right, who else you got?
My last comedian, that's tough. I'll probably go with CP, comedian CP out of Detroit.
We gotta look
Okay,
that
I
one
gotta look
up.
him
I
up,
like
yeah.
this group.
Yeah.
We got some homework to do.
Hell yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah.
We got to hood
Yeah,
up.
so-
Everybody from Chicago, obviously.
Yeah, Leonard was about to go Chicago on your ass. I was wondering what the fuck.
God damn.
Nigga went Kankakee, Illinois on your ass.
That nigga was like in Deborah Smith. I was like, nigga, I ain't never heard these people. You ain't heard these people.
The fucking
God
You
damn.
better get to know these
the comedy
motherfuckers.
game got to get updated, man. This
Yeah,
shit like outdated. You
you
don't hear
right.
artists, rappers talking about their favorite rapper, Ice Cube and motherfucking Dr. Dre and,
Yeah.
and Andre 3000.
I
You
like
hear
this
niggas talking
shit.
about Lil Baby, talking about Moneybag Yo. It's
Yeah.
2021. We ain't finna keep talking about the same niggas.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Talk to them
I
niggas,
like his
man.
mindset, though. I
Talk
like
to
his
them
mindset.
niggas, man.
Hey, you see how the Bay came out of him?
The Bay came right out. Bay all in this motherfucker.
That nigga like, we ain't about to
Talk
fucking
about
play
the
with
same-
niggas.
That nigga said,
Nigga, we in the Bay. No, we not. Well, you know what I'm saying. God damn it.
that nigga said I'm funny, but I ain't about to be funny.
He said, in the day,
You
nigga,
right. Look,
nigga, update the
you
list.
right.
Oh, mama.
Update the fucking list.
I got a podcast, so I like doing this type of shit.
Oh,
Shit
yeah.
dope.
What's the name of your podcast?
It's
that
called
we
the
can-
Cali Kickback.
Cali
Okay.
Kickback.
Yeah, me and my
So
boy
when
Teddy
we
Ray.
invite us, man. Take a
Yeah,
couple
y'all
of
gotta
weeks,
come to
invite
Cali,
us, and
man.
we coming, man.
Yeah.
I'm not bullshitting.
Oh,
We one of them
mamas.
niggas we pull out
Yeah.
like that Martin episode. Like,
Right.
nigga. And you said when we was in LA, nigga.
Yeah. That's what it is. A lot of
Bardell
comedians.
Hills.
A lot of comedians. I think the older comedians always be walking around hella goofy because that's all they know.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like all the comedian, every platform they get on, they just
Yeah.
want to tell a fucking joke. But that's what they did. Like you
Yeah.
feel me? Like
Yeah.
that's how they got on. Like I got on through different shit, podcast, rap shit. Like
Yeah.
everything ain't no joke.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like.
Well, we coming
Yeah.
to your podcast, and if you don't remember, we gonna sneak in like you.
No, it's on
You
record.
say.
Y'all can when y'all come to California, it's good. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
it's
I'm being in the car like, Bianca, go knock on the door and see if that nigga in there.
Listen, we just gonna walk in and sit down. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even scheduled.
I'm gonna
that
be
today.
already there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be already there. Like y'all, y'all just got
I
it.
knew this nigga was gonna be. Man, let's get the movies, man. Let's
All
get the movies.
5 movies. What we got?
5 movies.
Favorite comedy movies, bro.
Whatever.
I would say, comedy movies. Friday After Next. It's weird because I got the outnumbered opinion. I think Friday After Next is the funniest.
Then,
Friday.
then before Friday.
Yeah. The one,
It's
that
a
shit was
tough one.
funny.
I think the Friday After Next is hella hilarious.
Friday After Next, hella funny.
It's just always like that first Friday is like a classic.
It's a classic.
It's like
I
you
think
stepping
Friday
up-
is a better movie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
funny wise,
okay.
I can relate more to Friday.
Yeah.
You feel me? On some neighborhood shit.
Yeah.
But on some funny shit,
Yeah.
but Cat Williams, Mike Epps, all them, that shit was funny.
Yeah, it was
Have
too
you met
many
Cat
heavy
Williams?
hitters.
Yeah.
Oh man, you
Yeah.
done met every goddamn guy. He coming in a couple of months too, man.
Yeah, that's dope.
Hopefully we can get Colin for it.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead, get the movie.
Damn, I would say that's tough because I don't really be watching hella comedy movies. I'm a big Adam Sandler fan.
But it don't have to be comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. That's
so
dope.
Adam Sandler, I would go with Big Daddy.
I was about to say,
That shit.
make it
That's
good.
the one you going with?
That shit
Adam
hella
Sandler?
funny. That shit funny
That
because
shit
him with the
is-
kid, that shit was hella funny. What's
like-
the name? What's the shit when he Happy Gilmore?
That's what I'm about to say. It's too many.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw 2 Adam
Yeah,
Sandler movies
that's
in my top
Feel
5.
free.
Waterboy ain't in there.
Waterboy. Yeah. So 3. I fuck with Adam Sandler, bro. I fuck with Adam Sandler. So
I fuck with
Why
Adam
you
Sandler.
only
them
need-
3.
You only need one
Click,
more.
I need
Click
one
was
more.
a good one.
I would say the last one for me, I'll fuck around and say I like Life. I like Life a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Life, it'll be out of Life or Rush Hour, one of the Rush Hours.
Dude, people
Rush Hour
sleep.
hella
Oh
funny.
fuck.
That
All
shit go crazy.
All right, I know we out of time, but check this out, bro. I was just saying this to my girl the other day, bro. This nigga fumbled the bag.
Who?
Chris Tucker.
Really?
Fumbled that bag, bro.
Why?
He was getting paid at a certain point. He was getting paid like 25 million plus royalties plus a percentage out of all the Rush Hours, bro. And then all of a sudden he was like, he was done fucking with everything, and he I don't know if he went religion or something like that, but they ended up taking his taxes. He wasn't paying his taxes.
Yeah.
He had got all this shit took, and then it was like he was at the height, like, to be the best comedian ever, and then that shit just fell. Cause they, like, you talk about Eddie Murphy when he was playing the cop shows, like, he was getting paid, bro. Like, this nigga was
Chris
doing Rush
Tucker
Hour.
was getting his cheese.
Bro,
Hell
what,
yeah.
what have y'all seen him in after Rush Hour?
But key word you just said that you overlooking is you talking about, you said royalties and residuals and shit.
Oh,
like
he's
that.
always gonna get that.
So you gonna always get that.
Yeah.
You know, most of the richest motherfuckers is sitting at home.
Yeah.
So it ain't when you getting money, it ain't about popularity.
But now
It
he ain't getting
about-
that money no more.
He done fucked up. He
Yeah.
wasn't responsible with his money.
Yeah.
He's still richer than
He's
us.
getting.
Oh,
no,
well,
I still think he's getting money.
Yeah,
I just
hell
think he
yeah.
ain't fucked
Oh,
up with his
yeah.
taxes, and that's easy to do when you making a lot of
Probably
money.
still
You know,
pulling
girlfriend
$4-5
money.
million a year. Ain't got to do
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, but he was making about 40.
But
He
you
was
done
making
already
like
bought
something
all the
crazy.
shit you need, bro.
Now
You
they got
get me?
taken. That shit got
I
taken.
think Chris
Not all
Tucker
of
get
it.
work when he want though. Still,
I do think he do stand up. But I'm talking about like
Movies?
I'm talking about. I mean, when I say fumble the bag or height of your career, I'm talking about like surpassing motherfuckers. Like, we talking about Rush Hour. We should be talking about this nigga being the best comedian of all time.
Chris Tucker never
But
was a
everybody's
strong
journey is
comedian,
different.
though.
I think he got to the point where he got that money and he didn't care no more. He didn't want to do no Friday. He didn't care. It was like with him, it was like my principles. I
Have
don't
y'all
want to be in
read?
no
Have
weed
y'all
smoking
have y'all
movie.
read his story? Like, read about this story? Like, it didn't really happen like that. It was pretty much like he was demanding more money, and he was pretty much, they was like, we not paying you that amount of money. But that's how he was demanding it. Yeah, he felt like I'm worth. He was coming into the situation like, I'm worth Denzel money, and then they was like, hold up. He's like, I'm not taking.
Denzel wasn't even making that.
He's like, I'm not even taking a movie. I'm not taking a movie unless you pay me this amount of movie. Then at that point,
You can do that when you got other shit going on.
Yeah.
He was just
Hell
turned
yeah.
into a movie star. Chris Tucker never was just strong.
That's what I
as
wanted.
a stand-up comedian. He
Yeah.
did 5-minute set on Def Comedy Jam and blew the fuck up and
blew
never.
the fuck
Yeah.
up,
He didn't
bro.
really give a fuck.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
a movie star. So
Yeah.
once the movie star shit stopped working, then it's like motherfuckers ain't even watch you do stand-up in 10 years strong.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't just popping out.
He
Exactly.
did.
And then when he
Exactly.
popped out, it wasn't just hella funny. So I was
He,
like, all
he
right.
did. He did one here. He did
Yeah.
one here.
Hey, like, I can do without this shit. Make another
Yeah.
movie, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all doing?
He did one here, and it wasn't good. It
Man, we
was
have to
like-
talk to him when we talk to him, man.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, bro. I want to congratulate you for, man, bro. I wish you continued success, bro. Y'all dope, and I hope y'all keep pushing.
I appreciate that. I fuck with y'all platform. Y'all doing some big shit right here, man.
Appreciate
Y'all,
it.
Thank you.
y'all
thank
coming
you.
on some whole other shit. You
We
know what
trying,
I'm saying?
man.
Yeah.
We try. Eventually, we have enough money to get out there, like, you know what I mean? Y'all.
And y'all ain't got to get out there. You know what I'm saying? This shit about cameras now, so motherfuckers don't
Right.
give a fuck where you at.
Exactly.
You know, Kansas City deserves something that's coming out of Kansas City and putting
Right.
shed light, because it's a lot of game out here. You feel me? At the end of the day, Bay Area and Kansas City, we game related. It's just nothing to put us on the same platform and share them stories and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I like what y'all doing.
Well, we
Thank
coming, man.
you
Hopefully
so
we get to
much.
work in the future. Y'all keep killing it, man. Get that money. We're gonna need longer.
I appreciate y'all.
We out.